Hello, everyone. Forgive me, forgive me, forgive me. Last Friday I was early, and today I'm late, late, late. I apologize. I am COVID clear. My husband is COVID clear. We no longer have COVID, but it has taken its toll on us. This is Terri Hardin, Walt Disney's legendary Imagineer and pop icon. Welcome to Terri TV. I know I've been away for a while over a lot of multitude of things. I went let me just tell you a little bit of what's been happening so you can kind of be caught up to speed now that I can talk. But listen, um, a while back, I delivered a one of a kind statue to a client. I sculpt one of a kind statues of all kinds. I've done a nativity, I've done Disney characters, I've done people's children, mermaids, all kinds of things. I can sculpt anything. That's what I'm good at. And I was delivering the sculpture because one of the things that you get when you do a one of a kind sculpture is that we connect, we get together. Whether you come to my studio and get to have a little tour or I fly out, which was the case. The latter was the case with my Jessica Rabbit, excuse me, that I just finished. And I flew out to Indiana to deliver it. Now, the good news was, excuse me, I'm having some stomach problems. The medication that I was taking to fight COVID made me very, very sick. So I was sick and then I was sick and now I'm better. But I'm very run down. So I spent a little time, extra time with the tribe today. So forgive me for being late, but I'm glad you're joining me now. And I'll fill you in as much as I can. Okay. I was in Indiana delivering the sculpture because one of the people on Terri Hardin Designs resides in Indiana. She's an excellent painter, and she's going to paint for my client. My client also is near Indiana, so he can come and sit with her and work with her on the paint job because it is his personal vision of Jessica Rabbit. And this is a rare occurrence. A lot of times you don't get to sit with the painters when you order a one of a kind because I have one painter that's not real good with it, and then I have another one that's just too far away. So this time she's close, so they're going to get to do it, and I get to have pictures sent to me as it progresses, and I'm very, very excited about that. So hooray, he gets to go and sit with her and have a coffee, maybe a little lunch, whatever, and they're good friends, and so it should be a lot of fun for them. And so that's what I did. But on the way back, I got COVID. I think it was either at the Indianapolis airport or on the plane or in Las Vegas because we had a layover in Las Vegas that lasted over 4 hours because they could not get a crew to fly our plane to California. Welcome to Southwest and many airline challenges, right? So came back, walked around the world the first Thursday, and by Thursday night were diagnosed with COVID. And that's when all hell began. I had a fever all day Friday, had a fever all day Saturday. And the rules are until your fever goes, you keep resetting the clock for day one. So my day 7 was Sunday because Sunday was my first uh, fever-free day. And so I had to go at least 7 days. So Sunday was my 7th day. Today is my 8th day. I have no fever, but I do have a little congestion and my stomach is bothering me a little bit. But I'm COVID clean. We tested clean. So yay for us. But be careful with this COVID. It's still out there, and this new strain is a mofo. I'll tell you, it's not really kind. It's not really fun, and it's very, very bad. But I'm sitting before you, and like I said, I'm here to just kind of share with you what's happening in the future. That's where I was. That's what I did. And now I'm getting ready to get back on board with the Roly Crump chess set. I have 3 clays to complete, and then the set will be done. The goal will be to do a pre-sale of the Roly Crump chess set. Newsflash, newsflash, newsflash. I will be doing a pre-sale of the Roly Crump chess set and the other tiers that I have mentioned in previous broadcasts, but I will mention them again, not now. But I'll mention them again as we continue. You'll get to see these pieces as they come off. If you want to see how the pieces develop throughout, you want to kind of follow along, off and on, then you need to join Terry's tribe. You knew it was coming. See, I am back in the saddle. Patreon.com/Terri Hardin. It is a page like no other Patreon page. It is like no other Patreon page. It is a community of people who help each other on a various numbers of ways. I highly recommend, it's $5 a month. Take that $5, put a jar by your door and throw a quarter in it every day, and you'll have that $5 for the month. And then check it out. Check it out for the month. See if it's for you. We talk about all kinds of stuff. And if we're not talking about what you're interested in, I invite you to speak up. And then we'll talk about what you want to talk about. Bring a good game face, bring a good positive personality. If you have questions involving yourself, there's so many people on there of so many walks of life that are just getting a good dose of kindness and generosity. That's what that page is designed for, and the tribe is amazing. I highly recommend it. $5 a month. Why? Why must you pay for it? Because you have to have skin in the game. I am a very busy artist, and the truth be told, if I didn't have a reason, if I didn't feel you were really vested in having me come and take time to talk with you, which is what that $5 a month signifies. It helps me to keep this channel free, and it tells me that your skin is in the game. If you don't want to put skin in the game, stay here. I'm perfectly fine with that. But if you're interested in what we talk about behind the closed doors in a private page, then come and see it. Because it's a great group of people. They're very generous. They're very warm. They're very kind. And they lead with kindness, and they lead with generosity. So I would love for you to join. I would love, your voice needs to be heard, but it's up to you. Okay. But I was speaking with them today, kind of updating them on what's going on, and they will see me go through my sculptures. They also pick what sculpture is going to be next. Many of them are asking me to maybe consider the Splash Rabbit. But there you go. Okay. So that's the deal. So that will be premiering, hopefully all stars aligned. October will be when I debut the pre-sale for the Roly Crump chess set and the tiers that you can invest in. You will need to pay for it, and then I will tell you when you will get it. And you'll get it before the end of the year. But the pre-sale allows me to know how many people are serious. So, but I will be clear about that on that time. Okay? So excited to be doing it. So excited to be doing it. So we're back in the saddle again. Yes, I'm very, very excited to be doing that. And also, I've got to train again because I was getting prepared for the chalk walk, which happens, wait for it, this Sunday, the walk at Disneyland for Children's Hospital of Orange County. My team and I have been raising money since last year, and we are the #1 fundraising team as we speak right now, and we crushed our last donation. So this is something that's very valuable to my team captain, Sharon Flegue, and she is, or Flea Gain. Sharon appreciates. Sharon says I'm terrible with me and my pronunciation of names. She doesn't get offended. She's just a really good person. But Sharon is amazing. Flea Gain is how you say her name. So Sharon, she's our team captain. We are just a ragtag group. We're called Mickey's Walkers, and we've been raising money all year. Various very creative ways she comes up with. And I'm very proud to be a part of this team. If you want to be a part of Mickey's Walkers, you only need to reach out to me, send me a message, and I'll connect you with her. Now, it's a little late for you this year, but think about it for next year. They are a wonderful group. And if you look on chalkwalk.org, chalkwalk.org, you will see a picture of last year, or a race a couple of years ago, and you'll see Mickey's OUAC walkers, because that's what we were, but we got rid of the we eliminated the OUAC this time, and we're just Mickey's Walkers. But take a look. You'll see the shirts, you'll see the ears. We're all up in the front in that picture. There's more of us than there are of anybody else. We are very enthusiastic, and I have to train. It's only a 5K, but I got really my stamina has really been compromised because of COVID. So now I have to slowly build it back up. So that's in the future for me because this Sunday, the 20th, is the chalk walk. So if you want to come down and high five some of the people that are there, it's really good. What makes this walk so special, unlike Run Disney races, is that you can have a scooter, you can have a walker, you can have a cane, you can have a one of those little things that you roll because one of your legs is not so great. You can do just about anything, and it's because so many people have benefited from the Children's Hospital of Orange County. They wear the shirt of their children that have healed, children who have passed, parents who have donated, whatever it is. It's a great group of people, and you can talk to them, speak with them, get to know them. And it's a very warm and loving race. Most of us just walk it, actually, because we're too busy chattering with everybody. It's like a big party while you walk and see things at Disney, and I'm really glad it's back. But it's really a cool thing. I'm very proud of it. Sunday's supposed to be the hottest day this week, so I'm not really thrilled about that. But I will tell you that it's very exciting, and I've got stuff I've got to get ready to do because I got to get ready for the race. The race starts at about 6 a.m. and we finish between 8 and 9 o'clock. It's only a 5K, like I said, 3.1 miles, and we go through Disneyland and California Adventure Park. So it's really fun. It will probably be maybe 70s at that point, but I'm going to have a cool cloth. I'm going to have my major fan. Thank you, Disney, for making those giant wind tunnel type fans. They're just lovely. I was thinking I probably need to get another one, but guys, it's going to be very excited. I'm very excited. This is a very important time of the year that is very special to me. So I'm very excited to be a part of it. But like I said, if you want to join a team and you want to be a part of the team I'm with, Mickey's Walkers. I keep wanting to say OUAC Walkers because that was last year. But Mickey's Walkers, reach out to me and I'll tell you about it, or read about it a little bit on the website. Notice that we're #1 in fundraising right now. Now there's still fundraising going on. Anything can happen. But last year we were #1, and we did that because it's very important to all of us, but it's really important to our team captain, and she gives to a fault. So she kept saying for the children, and she means it. But I knew it would be very special for her if she could be top fundraiser. We've been trying for years because it's just something she wanted to win, and we did last year. It was great. We beat out everybody, and it was wonderful. Top fundraising team, not even only in our division, but overall. So all of a sudden, people looked at Dear Sharon and noticed her. You're who? Where'd you guys come from? How many are in your team? We only have about 100 people, but we're 100 people dedicated. Remember I told you it takes a village? Remember I told you if you ask yourself, what can I do? Ask yourself that and then answer that, okay? And you do it one little bit at a time. You can start by being kind to someone that's having a bad day. Okay? It can be anything. Just a kind word. If you're in that checkout line and you're really ticked off because you got to go, you got something to do, and you add to the problem, you're not helping that poor checker, because that checker, that bank teller, whoever, they're present. They're there where everyone else is gone. So why should they have to hear your wrath? Instead, say a kind word like, do you own this company? Because you're the only one that showed up today. Something like that. Something sweet, something kind. This must be a real drag for you. Where's everybody else? Are they on vacation? What did you draw the short straw? Things like that that'll make them laugh, make them feel good. Be part of the solution. Okay, that's what you can do. Spread kindness in the world. Make people feel better. Because if you're feeling bad, a lot of times that when you're feeling really bad, it's the voices in your own head. So at the tribe, I tell people, if those voices are coming in your head, you get with the tribe, because we're going to get you out of your head, because we love you, seriously, for real, and we are about you, okay? Seriously. For $5 a month, it's not about the dollar for me. It's about you lending your voice to help others and to be helped by others, to have a world we'd like to live in. And right now, the real world is not necessarily your favorite place sometimes. So that's why I talk about the tribe an awful lot. And that's why I encourage you to be a part of it. But it's up to you. It's up to you. So think about it. All right. That's all I ask. Think about it. It's $5 well spent. It really is per month, right? Per month. Yeah, not per week, per month. Okay, guys, so let's see what you have to say. So that's what's going on. Chalk is coming up this Sunday. And because of that, I will be coming home on Monday. I will actually be returning home. So I'm not going to guarantee that I will be broadcasting that day. It may happen, it may not. I may need to rest again. I will keep you posted. All right. I promise. All right. Okay. But it's great to see you all today. It's great to see that many of you are joining me. And I think this group is very, very special. And every one of you is valuable. Every one of you means something. So please continue to share this channel. It may not be something that someone wants to watch, but I understand it's your right, guys, to watch what you want to watch. And thank you for choosing me. Okay. All right. Let's find out what y'all have to say today. Okay. Yeah. Crumpet Puppet Troop, how are you? Hi, Terry. Glad to hear that you've been doing better. Yeah, COVID was a kicker, man. Whew! Didn't have to go to the hospital, thank the gods. But it's a nasty little strain, so be careful out there. Okay? And great to see you guys. Diane says, hi, Terry and her fans. I'm glad you and your husband are recovering. Yeah. Both of us will stand up, do a little something, and go, whew, man. It's like we did a workout. So I realized that I'm not at the potential I was a week before when I was really gearing up for the chalk walk. So I'm going to have to take it easy. I do have a wonderful walking buddy. So that person is going to keep an eye on me in case I don't keep an eye on myself. Always good to have someone to keep an eye on you, especially if if your endurance isn't what it used to be. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you, Diane. So happy to see you, Terry. Continued recovery for you and your loved ones. Yeah, Bob Berdine is part of the tribe, as is Diane and Sebo. And they sent me tons of tips on how to stay hydrated, on how to make my throat feel good, on being careful during recovery, etc., etc., etc. So I'm very grateful. Very, very grateful. Yep, very grateful. Thank you so much for being you. Yes. Yes, Crumpet Puppet Troop says, I'd love to join your tribe. Where do I go to sign up again? Okay. Oh, see, do you think I paid him? I paid the Crumpet Puppet Troop. That's what I did. No, I didn't. Here it is, my friend. Patreon.com/Terri Hardin. And you can go to Patreon and put Terri Hardin in the search box, and you can find me that way. Or you can Google me, and it will pop up. So put Terri Hardin in Google, and it'll just stand back. It'll just do it. I did mention I was a pop icon, right? So it just goes and goes and goes and goes. I'm very grateful to someone who told me I should be on social media. But please think about it, okay? And I would love to have you as part of it. All y'all, I really would. You guys just don't realize how special you are. And you may think that I'm blowing smoke, but seriously, I'm being honest here. Hey, Terry, guess what I found a few days ago? The Country Bears movie sound. You did? Have you listened to it yet? It's one of the best. Gosh, it's a great soundtrack. I had the CD of it, and I just drilled it down to nothing, man. Yeah. I should get another one myself. No. I don't need another one. My husband made it an MP3, so I have it forever playing in my car. Congratulations. That's a lovely soundtrack. And every one of those people who are on that soundtrack, I got to meet. And that's the joy of being a puppeteer, isn't it? Yeah. It was fantastic. Congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I talked to some people about the Country Bears. Also, I should give a shout out to Sharing the Magic podcast. What a great group of people. I interviewed with them last night in celebration of Women in Imagineering. Every single one of them is a doll. I want to thank them for interviewing me. I can't tell you when it's going to happen, but once they tell me, I will let you know. It is a different kind of podcast. I was very different. It's about Disney. It's about sharing the magic. If you already follow them, you know what they're like. They're all lovely people. But I think it was a bit different because of their guest. So watch it if you dare, but check them out. They're really a great group of folks. And I totally just fell in love with each and every one of them. So check it out before, go follow them on Facebook, Sharing the Magic, or wait. And when I tell you where to go there and think of following them, okay? Because they are a great group of people. A lot of the podcasts that I interview from, though, all of them are a great group of people. So I understand you can't follow everybody, but this one you just might want to do that. I don't, check them out and see if you like them. Hello there, Terry. So good to see and hear your voice again. And hello to Mr. Bob and Rose, uh, and Ms. Connie and our friend Ms. Yes, look at you from UK. Hello to everyone. I have missed you all very, very much. Jacob, thank you for saying hi to all of those people. And we hope you'll join the tribe soon, because you are definitely tribe material, my friend. You are very, very cool. Melissa Eiler, how are you feeling, girl? Oh my gosh. I hope you're not, you know, I had a reaction to my medication, so that made it even worse. Melissa, my heart's breaking, girlfriend. I'm so sorry. But I hope you're going through it like I think Jim Jim Van Ossenberg, Jim Van Ossenbridge, not Berg. Jim kind of sailed through it, but the sad thing for Jim was he was here at Disney to visit Disney on the birthday and had to sit in the hotel. But he was in good spirits. We all called him and talked to him. But listen, Melissa, I hope you're feeling okay. I really do miss you, my great mouse detective. Thought about you the other day. I had something else I needed to find. The tribe sends you all their love and hugs and hope you'll come back and see us soon. It's so good to see you. So good to see you. Glad you're better. Oh, me too. I couldn't do anything, Bonnie. I thought I could do some sketches I need to do, and I thought I could write a couple of reviews I need to do for some very, very good companies. Shout out to the water heater company here in Burbank. They are absolutely amazing. If your water heater needs to be looked at, fixed, or taken care of or repaired, that's the company you need to check out. They are brilliant. 10 stars to their 5, honestly. And they're awesome. And then there's a Prime Auto Body in, I think it's the where are they? Sun Valley, I think. Anyway, they're just off of Tahunga and Sherman Way area, in that valley area. They are brilliant. Andrew is amazing. He is both he and his entire staff, they're just incredible. But I got to write reviews on Yelp to them. I was going to do that. Couldn't do it. Couldn't see straight. I was interviewed for a couple of things that I need to overlook what they've written, and I just couldn't focus. My head hurt, my eyes, and right now my tummy's a little squirrely. So Bonnie and Melissa, rest up. But yeah, Bonnie, really crazy, really crazy. But welcome. Hey Tim, how are you? I don't Wednesday, I'm hoping if we're doing our mastermind that I can get with you guys. I'm so sorry. I was down for the count with COVID-19. Wow. Just it's out there still, guys, so be careful. Especially airplanes and airports, which is where I got it. So be careful. Watch out, wear that mask. Don't worry if other people look at you like you're crazy. Tell them you're protecting them. The other day, when someone came to drop off, someone came to my door, I told them to step back from the stairs, walk back about 6 feet from my stairs. Now, my porch is about 4 feet long, but I made them step way back because I said, I've got COVID. So if you want me to open this door, you need to be as far back. And I was wearing a mask. But I said, in order to protect you, stay the heck back. And I was doing it with everybody. So, don't worry about what other people doing. Do what will protect you. Okay? Please. And Tim, good to hear from you. I love Tim Gillette. Every time we talk about Sharon, Bob says, we pronounce her last name. It sounds like Jerry Lewis. And she doesn't care because she says everybody screws it up. It's Fleegane. She says Sharon Fleegane. What is it? Fleagane. Fleegane. I don't know why I mess it up because it's really easy. So it's spoken like it sounds. But what a rock star she is, and being a part of this Mickey's Walkers is a real honor. I've been with them. I think this is my 6th year. We do bingo games together. A lot of times we did Zoom bingo during the pandemic, and now we do live bingos. And it's really fun. It's really exciting. We did one based on Star Wars, and I was the rebel spy, and everyone had to guess who the rebel spy was, and I got to play the rebel spy. That was a lot of fun. At first, I was worried because I was like, how do I do this? I've had, I mean, COVID's going to get you when you've done long hours, you haven't had good sleep. And I was pulling close to all-nighters to finish up my Jessica Rabbit for a client. You've seen it. It's for my dear friend Nate. It's my tribe member and friend, new friend, Nate Singleton. And he's ordered this beautiful Jessica Rabbit, and I will try and show it to you later on. You've seen it before. But she was delivered so she could be painted in Indiana, and Nate gets to see her. And this is what happens when you order a one-of-a-kind from me. Doesn't have to be as big as Jessica. I've done them this big. It's based on your budget. So if you have something that Disney doesn't seem to produce and you want a one-of-a-kind of it, reach out to me. You can go to terrihardin.com and email me. You can message me. You can go to my you can, message me on Messenger here. You can go to my fan page. You can go to my Instagram. Don't go to my TikTok because I'm not really good with what that is. So full disclosure. And there you go. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. You're so true. It's so right. Right. Hey, Terri, at doctor appointment. We'll catch up later. Okay, Carla. I hope we see you maybe in and around the Chalk Walk. Have a great day, everyone. And you too, Lovey. Jacob says, I was watching the Country Bears on VHS a few ago, and I remember when you said you had a cameo appearance in Zeb Zuber. Did you see it? And I think I spotted you. You were wearing can't read the rest. But yeah, my hair is really short dreads. Okay, they're not this. Okay, they're short dreads, and the reason they are is because we shot Country Bears in 2000 at the Disney Ranch, which you can only get on if you're in the movie. So Country Bears needed extras at the end of that movie, and I don't know if you saw them. I don't know if you saw them, Jacob. But there's tons of people you may know in the final sequence of the movie, and people like to see themselves as well as their friends in the movie because my director, who was director for Animaniacs, that wonderful cartoon, he was having trouble getting extras that were not, going off behind some pine tree smoking ganja. So we needed you focused. It's a Disney movie. We kicked those people out. We wanted you focused and present as an extra. And it was for some very challenging because they didn't really know. So I put an APB out. I did jungle drums to people like you. And I said, anybody want to come and shoot this with us? And then you guys emailed me. And the problem is that when you're doing a production for the entertainment industry, they'll go, it's this day, and then they'll go, never mind, it's going to be this day, and then they'll go, never mind, it's going to be that day. And yeah, it was hard for some of you to try and figure out when you could come out and do this because they kept changing. It was like the shell game. They kept moving the stupid bee. So, but many of you did. And if you look at that final scene, all of those people in there, and I mean all, are Disney friends and fans of me and each other. Clubs, all kinds of people came out. And they were so cute. Y'all were so cute because you got paid. They were shocked that they got paid, but that's the requirement. And the check, when it came, had Mickey Mouse on it, and y'all weren't going to cash it. And I had to tell you, make a color copy and cash the flipping check. So you all are so adorable. The director, everyone on the production of the Country Bears fell absolutely in love with y'all. Best group of people they had ever worked with in their life, they said, as far as extras. And I said, anytime you need a group of extras, especially if it's going to film at the Disney Ranch, let me know and I'll take care of you. I certainly will. So there's a little more trivia for you, Jacob, just because I love you. And I hope you enjoy that movie so much. Terri, I think that you should rent a scooter for the Chalk Walk. You don't want to relapse and maybe come down with something else. Stay safe. Thank you, Diane. I'll think about it. But I'm going to need to walk. I need to do it. My doctor says I should walk. Just take it easy and sit rest periodically. It's not a race. It's about meeting and seeing people and chatting with them. So, but thank you for that advice. I think that's really good advice. Uh, a blue denim vest with a green t-shirt, Jacob says. I think so. Been a while since I seen it. It looked for me. The bar was so sweet. They wanted to put me in the bar. It was really kind. I really didn't think I needed to be on camera, but every puppeteer at some point is on camera somewhere. Yeah, that was a great place to be because I met the Stray Cats guy, and I had a really lovely conversation with Queen Latifah. What a remarkable woman she is. That was a lot of fun. I actually got to teach Willie Nelson how to operate my Big Al puppet. Oh, that was so fun. Somewhere there's a video of it. I just don't know where it is. But wow, what a cool thing. When I find it, I'll show the tribe. No, I'm kidding. I'll show the tribe first. Thanks, Jacob. Congratulations on being the #1 team for the Chalk Walk. I'm really excited about it. Now, it goes far, fundraising goes beyond the walk next week. The cutoff time is actually later. But, so anything can happen. But we're in it to win it. So we just keep, we're not like throwing money at it to throw money at it. We know it's for a good cause. We really believe in it. And so all of us give what we can. Seriously, we give what we can. And Sharon is so good at helping us to be able to not only raise money for our own entrance fee. There's a way to do it because we're all a team. So the team helps to make sure, as many people who want to walk can walk based on things they join and participate in. More on that later. I could ask the tribe if they want me to talk about what it means to be a part of Mickey's Walkers, if you like. Sure. Thank you, Diane. Sorry, YouTube just let me type up to 200 words. LOL. Just kidding. Yeah, exactly. Well, feel free to talk this Wednesday on the Zoom call if you're part of the tribe. How are you today, says Mike. I prayed for you and your parents yesterday. I felt it, Mike. That's why I'm better today. I'm a little run down, and after I talk to you guys here, I'm going to go lay down again for a little bit. My nose is completely, like my sinuses are all, so I'm going to have to do, my doctor taught me how to do these pressure things to kind of loosen it, and then as soon as I can get some saline solution in there, this is like all plugged. So I'll walk a little bit and massage and hope that under here, under this area, they say you should press. That actually feels quite good and very relaxing. Anyway, I'll do that, bitch. You all sent me so many wonderful things to help clear my sinuses. You guys are very, very wonderful. And thank you, Mike, for that. I appreciate it. Thank God I finished the virtual Run Disney celebration, Disney 100th before I broke my foot. Congratulations, Linda. Yay, yay, yay. Yeah. Yeah, I did the one that was in January when we did the one that was where the Dopey is held at Disney World. So I did that one. I like that one. And I did just one race because I just wanted the 30th anniversary of that race medal. So I just went for that one race. I didn't need all the medals. I need to, purge some of the stuff in my house. I mean, where are those medals going to go? I have so many medals. I don't know what I can do with them, You shouldn't sell them. I mean, I guess some people buy them, but it's kind of weird. Buy my medal, Sounds weird to me. Yes, you all did great. Bob Gurr donated $200. He's always been very generous with his time and efforts. He is a cherished friend, as you are. Yeah, he's a doll. He's a love. Bob Gurr is a stinker, too. He really is. We talked about him signing the Splash Rabbit, and I realized I don't mind him signing it. I just wish they'd ask for my signature, too. So if you found that Splash Rabbit and you bought one for $3.75, come hunt out my signature because I sculpted and designed it, okay? Thank you. I appreciate it. That would be lovely. Yes. That's a great idea, Diane. Yes, it's an excellent idea. It is indeed. Terry, it wasn't me that sent suggestions on how safe and hydrated. It must have been the other tribe, Diane. Yeah, Yep, you said that last time, didn't you? You are so funny. You are so funny. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Henry, what the hey? Hello, Henry. Terry, been too long. I'm going to send you a photo of the new sculpture I've been working on. Baby Sinclair, do you hear that, guys? Oh, we want to see that, don't we? Oh, Henry, I'm so proud of you sculpting. Look at you. That's good. Good for you. You ought to join the tribe, Henry. Seriously, $5 a month. Come on, dude. They would love to have you in there because I know what you're like. You're lovable. So please join if you can do it. I love that Country Bears soundtrack. I got that on CD from Christmas a couple of years ago. Is in my personal opinion one of the greatest movie soundtracks that Disney has ever made. Absolutely correct. In fact, a lot of people don't like the Country Bears movie, and there's a lot of people who do. Disney had a whole different plan for the Country Bears movies at the time, but then people started bad mouthing it online, and so Disney got cold feet. This happens. They really shouldn't read the press before they make the movie the way they wanted to make it, but they changed it. And instead of making it bear centric, they made it people centric. And although it's cute in some fashion, it's not the movie that it was going to be. That would have been killer, in my opinion. But Disney got scared. In spite of Disney having cold feet and being afraid, once it went to video, and as Jacob says, VHS, it became the number 5 top-rated family film of that year. It tanked on the day it opened because it was released at the same time Austin Powers was, and Austin Powers has quite a following. So we got dirtbagged, media problems, all this kind of stuff. We got pounded. But once we went to video and you all bought it, rented it, or whatever, we jumped to the number 5 family film. So much so they were thinking of doing a sequel. They changed their mind, but they were thinking of doing a sequel because it really did rake in its money. So what does that tell you? See the movie for yourself. Don't listen to other people. Don't let other people tell you what you like and you don't like. Even me, okay? If I don't like it or I like it and you didn't like it or you like it, good for you, okay? It's just my opinion, no reflection on you, all right? There are some movies I'm not good with, just not good with them. I've tried. I've watched 3 or 4 times to be sure that I don't like them for real, right? It's not that I was in a bad mood when I saw it or I was tired when I saw it. I make sure I really didn't like it. I got to tell you, I love the entire cast of Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'm not a fan of the movie. I'll tell you what I love about the movie. I love the opening and I love the ending. I think the ending is spectacular. I think it has a lot to say. It's very, very special. It has some of my top favorite actors in it. It's just not my cup of tea. Many of you love it, including the Academy. So, yay, because I was so happy they won. But sorry, I didn't like the film. Yeah, just the way it is. I watched it 3 times, trying to convince myself there must be something in it to love, and there is. All the cast, all the warmth that they showed at the Academy Awards, and the beginning and the end. That's it. So, fear not. Go see it yourself. Oh, there's my family. How are you, everyone? Sorry you've not been well. Terry sending lots of love. We are away on holiday in Devon camping. Oh, my goodness. Signal is horrendous. Bella sends lots of hugs and loves. I know she does. And next year, guys, next year, Cornwall, here I come. Boop, doop, doop, doop. We got to get, as soon as you're back, will you reach out to me and let's plan that trip? Okay, I've been telling my husband we're going. And I'd like to go Mayish if I can. But I'd love to be in the UK around that time next year. So let's chat. Let's dialogue, baby. So Hollywood, right? What is that Hollywood talk? Anyway, Peter Hastings is him. Yes, Peter Hastings. And it was his first movie. So when you get a new director who has got a track record with something like the Animaniacs, what you do to hedge your bets to make sure that Peter Hastings can have all the support he needs is to get a good guess. No, not assistant director, not first director, not second, not even third, although those need to be good too. It's a script girl. You want a good script girl, or is it script person now? Anyway, a person who follows along in the script and keeps track about the takes, about what's said, about what take Peter might like. And she was a veteran, dyed in the wool, brilliant, and helped him considerably. If you're interested in me talking to you one day about the Country Bears, you just let me know and I will dedicate some stories to it. There are a lot, like Big Al driving the tractor. Remember, that person is inside a suit that weighs over 80 pounds. So how did he do it? He's amazing. So just so you know, lots of stuff we can share with you if you want to know. Okay, there you go, Jacob. Bella said she wished she could have been an extra. Oh my gosh, I wish all could have been an extra. And if that ever happens, I keep telling Disney, if you want good extras, you grab. They should really have. You know what they really should have is a we call them gatherings or stables or groups. So they have extra places like what's it called? I don't do a lot of extra work. Central casting. That's the one everybody knows is central casting, but there's also a couple of others that have castings that they cast for, mostly background people and extras. Nothing wrong with that, okay? But I think Disney should have one. People who love Disney, who want to be background, to just experience the experience. Because I told you before, the only way to get on the Disney Ranch is to be a cast member and they have a party up there, or you're in the movie. So most of them came. They loved me too. They loved being in the movie, but they wanted to see where Spin and Marty was shot. And they wanted to walk the grounds, and you can't do it. They're not open to the public, and Country Bear Hall is still standing. So if you get a chance and you can get a pass in there, don't hesitate. And I'm talking to cast members alike. A lot of times they'll have a cast party up there and say, can we have it at the ranch? And you have it in the hall. And Country Bear Hall is really something very beautiful. If you get a chance to see it, it's great, especially if you're a fan. And yes, I would have loved to have had you as an extra, Bella. You know I would have. Did they ever put a full video out there of your Disney Legends program? If they do, please email it to me. I would love to see it. Yeah, Jacob, they had a little problem with it. Lindsay shot some footage, but he supplemented it with the Legends event with the Disney Fan Club that night, and they had a glitch. So my husband, he's very, when you are, your art, okay, and you know the kind of person you are if you guys are artists out there, and I mean whatever you do that you care about, that is, if you're passionate about what you do, it isn't necessarily painting and drawing, okay? So I have a dentist who's an artist, and he wanted to straighten my teeth because they actually hang over my lower teeth and they kind of make a little bow. So the bow is kind of like this, and he was going to fix them all. And I was like, please don't. That's my signature. But he wanted to perfect it because, he's an artist. So this may be the situation. They when Lindsay saw it, he just wanted to make it more special and he couldn't work with the footage. So we'll show you what we can. Okay. I think there's some things that Lindsay recorded that he may still have, and I'll see if I can find that footage and I'll send it to you. Okay, Jacob, I'll do my best. You are correct about your autograph. Bob is a legend and you are the creator. It would have been such a treasure. Yeah. I don't have any problem with Bob signing it. I'm just a little sad they didn't ask the person who did it. That's the rabbit. But as I told most of the people on I told most of my tribe, what it does is tell me to get off my and make a rabbit. I'll probably do a little one, a series of little rabbits, so that you can collect them if you like the rabbit, okay? But that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. That's in my little brain. Same with the dragon from Dragon's Lair. Yes, I designed it, and I don't like the one Kevin and Jody did. No offense. I don't understand why it's in 3 parts. Don't get it. But it's a clear message to me that if I don't like it, get off my duff and make my own. Right? There you go. Won't be happening this year. I'm working on the Rolly Crump chess set. I think I mentioned that, right? Hello, Joel. Fun fact Quentin Tarantino thought that concert scene at the end of Freaky Friday remake was perfect. Oh, well, you know Quentin Tarantino. He's something else, isn't he? I'll tell you a quick story. I was working with K&B, that stands for Kurtzman, Nicotero, and Berger. They do a lot of effects for the film industry. I don't know exactly how they fit now, but I do know that the Nicotero is the same Nicotero, the director of The Walking Dead. Yay! His dream project, by the way. Congratulations to him over and over again. If you're a Walking Dead fan, you know Greg Nicotero. He's a lovely, charming person, and I worked with him for many, many years. They used to have at K&B an after dark or after work. So we used to do all these practical effects, meaning if you saw it, we built it. No computers, no computers. We didn't have computers back then. Well, we did, but they weren't great. And we, after a long day of building the skeleton from Relic, or I did some little seats for his flying sub from Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea. I did some things for his shark that he had in his pool. Yeah, he loves Jaws. That's Greg that loves Jaws. Anyway, long story short, at night, Kurtzman, Nicotero, and Berger, the shop, would invite all of the people, if they wanted to build model kits, to stay after and build model kits with the model builders. And one of them was Quentin Tarantino. One of them was the man who did, is it Hollywood Shuffle? He used a bunch of credit cards to make his movie. I don't remember his name, and you guys are so good with names. But anyway, he was there. I got to meet Savini. He was there. And I met several people in the business, and they were all building their versions of models, dioramas, if it was like a T-Rex or whatever they were doing. And I had a vinyl kit. Okay, when I was a kid, the model kits you could find at your pharmacy, and they were made out of styrene. And when you used the glue to glue the car or whatever you were putting together, it got you high if you weren't careful. So people would just, skip the model kit and sniff the glue. I know, it's my era. What can I say? I was born in 1957. The 60s and 70s were the years that people, really loved it. And today for some, it's no different. Anyway, they used to warn you about this glue, that it could damage brain cells, the usual blah, blah, blah. I had never put together a vinyl kit, which is a kit that is poured, and when you have the pieces of the kit, it squishes. It's very squishy, and I didn't know how to glue it. I knew the glue for styrene would not work, so I wanted to attend the group, and they were very kind. They taught me several techniques that to this day I am very grateful that I learned. I love learning. But I wanted to give back. As I've told you before, don't just be a taker, be a giver. And I'm an ultimately incredible, supercalifragilistic foam carver. The foam you find that you put your flowers in, there's various grades of that. And that's what I did in the industry, was sculpt like a Cuisinart foam. So I brought this foam and taught every single one of these people that were there how to carve foam. And I did this amazing piece. I'll have to show you. And they got so excited. So I didn't get my model done because I was teaching them how to work with this really wonderful 6-pound foam. And it's incredible. It's incredible, incredible, incredible stuff. And if you want to make your models look cool and you don't want to use chicken wire and clay, what do they call that? I'll remember it in a minute, clay mache, then I have a way you can do it and it'll look cool. It'll be awesome. You can put the turf on it. You can put trees on it. It's amazing. So if you want me to talk to you about that at some point, just let me know. But anyway, that's how Quentin Tarantino triggers me. Quentin would talk to me about some of his visions of some of the things he loved. We talked a lot about Good, the Bad, the Ugly, if I remember. Everyone did, because that's Clint Eastwood film I love. And if you have any links with Clint Eastwood, you can call him up, tell him I'm willing to give to his charity if you'll sit down with me for 15 minutes so I can tell him how wonderful I thought his career is. Let me know if you know him. I just would like to meet him. I've met Lee Van Cleef and Eli Wallach from Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Now I'd like to meet him. So if you can swing it, I'd love it. I'll make it worth your while as well. Okay. I will thank you properly. Okay. But thank you, Joel, for that input. Bob says, I've been requesting footage for the Disneyland event when Willie Wheel was honored. It's not for me, it's for a mutual friend from the North. Make our friend happy. Yeah, yeah. It's not easy to get. I mean, seriously, Bob, you gave a lot to that. So keep asking. But sometimes they don't give it to you because there's a hitch in the get along. I won't say that this time, but what I will say is keep asking, because they'll do it. They'll do it. You may have to sign some sort of I won't post it on the internet or something. I don't know, but they'll whatever you have to do, get it free because you're just getting it for a friend. So don't stop trying. Okay, Joe Penny, yay! Hello. I was say, wait, is Joe Penny in Facebook jail again? Oh, I don't know. Did he say he was? Have you guys heard from him? He gets in Facebook jail almost every month. Joe is an opinionated individual. Lord love him, and we all love him here. But you got to be careful when you're on sites of his because he does speak his mind, doesn't he? And Facebook goes, no! Every so often. But we love our Joe Radical, don't we? TV comedy legend Lucille Ball used to have a saying that if she was having a dinner party and somebody went to the bathroom, when they came back in, she'd go, tell it to her face, yo. Oh, that's funny. Wow. Yeah, Lucille Ball was a pistol, wasn't she? She was really something. Her biography wasn't published until after she passed because she didn't want to say mean things about Ricky. That was I read her biography. It was beautiful. Her memoir, I guess it's memoir. It was beautiful. Good read if you haven't read it. And if you read, yeah. Thank you, Terry. That advice really helps. I love you, Bob. You know that. And I couldn't pick up the phone. Bob calls me every once in a while. And I can't pick up the phone because I couldn't talk. Okay. I still can't. So I won't pick up the phone today. But feel free to text me or message me like you've been doing, and I'll do my best to answer you. I won't guarantee it. Thank you all for your patience if you reached out to me and have not gotten a response. I got a couple of people that need some stuff done, and I haven't been able to respond because that COVID knocks you for a loop. So, okay, everybody, it's been about an hour. I love you so much. I want to thank you. Oh, look, someone's writing a novel. Let's read that novel. Joe! A question about the good, bad, the ugly. Toward the end, Blondie takes a poncho from a dying soldier. A lot of people took that as an indication that events of this movie happened before the previous two. Do you know if it's ever been confirmed or denied? In particular, film happened before the first fistful of dollars. I'm not sure. But I will tell you what Eli Wallach told me. Eli Wallach told me that Sergio Leone just really liked the idea of him taking that coat that he wore, taking that off and laying it over that dying soldier as he takes his last smoke. Sergio Leone, what a genius. What a flippin' genius. There are things in that movie you just absolutely puts tears in your eyes. They are so beautifully shot, so beautifully done. And now you're making me want to watch it again. But it's really, really good. Clint was very, very shy. In fact, when he did Good, the Bad, the Ugly, they flew him to New York to meet Eli. And Eli is a gregarious, you know Eli. What are you doing? I mean, he really is Tuco. Who was my favorite character in the film. And I told Eli that he was my favorite character. And I got an autograph. Bless him. I'm just acting out all the scenes in front of him and his wife. He has a very famous wife who's famous in theater. And Eli was just thrilled. At the time, I think he was like just under 80 years old, or maybe just about to turn 80. I did a film with him as an extra, as a background person, called Mama's Boy. I had said 2 weeks before I'd really like to meet Eli Wallach. And when I was, okay, this is what I play when I'm an extra. Because if you've noticed, I have a very distinguished look. And when you're an extra, you don't want people stopping and staring at unique looking individuals. So there's a company, Hollywood OS. They also take care of extra people. They're really a great group of people. And they really like me. They think I'm a nice, fun person. So when they had big groups of people they needed for certain things, they'd call me up and ask me if I wanted to be a part of it. I was more than happy to do it. And when you do it with SAG, it's not a bad paycheck. But the point is, Screen Actors Guild, for those of you who don't know. But the point was that my agent said you can't be seen because Terry, that was my agent, you could be playing a dead body for CSI face down in a dumpster, and all your friends are going to say, Terry, why did you play that naked day body? So she wouldn't let me do that. But they understood that and they'd put me far out. In fact, I'd love to do something like Yellowstone, where you can't recognize me, but I just ride a horse all day because I love riding horses. So there I am. Tells you what kind of an extra I like to be. Anyway, I'm doing Mama's Boy. And one of the things that the movies industry liked to do with me was when you're filming, let's say you're filming inside a library, Mama's Boy. Inside the library, your principal actors, the ones you know what they look like, are doing a scene at the counter, for example. And then in walks Eli Wallach, playing whatever character he's playing, right? Didn't know any of this. But I played the shadow on the back window that walks past to create shadows across the inside. So I'm not even inside. I'm actually the body creating the shadow that crosses through the light, affecting the people inside. That's kind of what they have me do a lot of the time. And I love it. I don't cry about it. I love it. There used to be a thing called Men of a Certain Age where they put me right behind the principal talent, and that was a mistake because everybody said, Terry, we saw you on Men of a Certain Age. And I was a background player for like 4 weeks. But I mean, you know, when you see someone like me, your eyes go over there. I mean, I can't help it. I'm a unicorn, right? But anyway, I was standing getting ready to wait for my action cue when Eli Wallach stepped right next to me, and I turned and just about had a heart attack. I'm serious. I said, oh my God! And he looked at me and I said, you are my favorite, one of my favorite actors. And I started to rattle off all the shows, but I said, I love you as Tuco in The Good, the Bad, the Ugly. And he said, well, let's talk about it later. I have to act now. That's were exact words. So then when we were under a tent, that's what happens with background characters. All the background actors are under a tent at folding tables and chairs with some craft service, you know, where the principal actors have trailers, air conditioning, et cetera, et cetera. No problem. That's the way it works. Eli decided to come out and visit with the background people because he was intrigued to learn about why I liked Good, Bad, the Ugly. And that's when I acted out scenes about Good, Bad, the Ugly. And we became good friends. And the next thing you know, the next day, he signed my, what was it, 20, 30-year anniversary of Good, the Bad, the Ugly DVD. And then he also gave me a picture of him as Tuco. And I cherish it. I cherish it. And he did reach out to Clint Eastwood, or try to maybe to see if I could meet him too, because I said it would be great to close the trifecta of meeting each and every person and letting them know how nice. But you know, Clint Eastwood would be special because I love his body of work. I love his ethics when it comes to filming. Now, there may be some things you don't like about Clint Eastwood. Keep it to yourself. In my case, the things I like about Clint Eastwood are the way he shoots. Every actor will tell you his sets are magical to be on. No matter what they are, they're incredible. That he really takes care of all his people on his movie set and at his Malpaso company. So I just want to let him know that there are movies that I've seen since then that really touch me, like The Mule. Whoo! Love The Mule. But there are others that he did that I absolutely adore as well. High Plains Drifter, all different kinds like that. And I just love to tell him to his face what an impact he made to me as a young actor and as a human being. This movie, Good, the Bad, the Ugly, is very special. If I was going to make a movie, I'd like to make a movie like Good, the Bad, the Ugly, not you know, a Western per se. But the thing about Good, the Bad, the Ugly is there's three men and they have things that affect them. They're just three men. So you have Angel Eyes, he's the killer. You have Tuco, who's the robber, stinker. He kills, but he also robs and he loves money. And then you've got Blondie, who just seems to be the swindler with the heart sort of character, right? But none of them are in the Civil War is happening, and they're not in it, but they're affected by it. So they're three guys living at a time when the Civil War is happening. And I like that about films. I like learning about someone who has nothing to do with what's really happening, but how does it affect them in their circles as they travel through their life. And it's really cool. It's just cool. If you haven't seen this movie, watch it. But I mean, really watch it. Look at the lighting. Look at the acting. Eli Wallach is absolutely in flip incredible in it. And the scene that I loved and acted out for him was the scene when Blondie is taken to the monastery and he asks about Father Ramirez. So Tuco says, "Is Father Ramirez?" And they said, "No, we'll let you know when he is." And it turns out to be Tuco's brother. And the scene between them is absolutely magical. And then the scene with Blondie and Tuco afterwards is absolutely brilliant. So I acted the entire scene out for Eli Wallach, and it really touched his heart because I did it with love. I I I told him it was my favorite scene, and here's why, and why I thought it was good. And I told the story as I unfold it for you right now. I told the story, and I was excited, and I was right in front of him, and I was telling him about his search for Blondie as he goes from one campfire to another campfire to another campfire. How Sergio Leone tells the story using campfires of how close is Tuco to his target, Blondie, to his goal, Blondie. Guys, if you haven't seen it, it's fan freaking tastic. So this is what I want to do for Clint Eastwood. Want to let him know. So Eli said he was very shy. He didn't know any Italian, and Eli was asked by Sergio Leone to take him under his wing because Eli is a good egg. And so when they filmed in Italy, Blondie was able to do his best work because, as I understand it, Eli Wallach was there every step of the way to help him feel comfortable. Our young Dr. Kildare type, rawhide actor. So that's just a little story. Has nothing to do with Disney, but has to do why I want to meet Clint Eastwood because I think he's a rock star, and I'd like to meet him before I have to go. Before he goes and collects his wings. But a brilliant person, a real charming person. And when he talks about the mule, there's some behind the scenes where he talks about the mule and how his costumer, who has been with him forever, this is what Clint Eastwood does. He takes care of his people. She actually pulls out clothing from previous films that he's done, like Gran Torino, another amazing film. And he'll go, and he will say to her, "What's this from?" He enjoyed her saying, "This is from this. This is the shirt from here." So if you're a real fan and you really dissect stuff, you'll get to see that he's wearing clothing in the mule that came from some of his previous films. Isn't that cool? So anyway, I could go on about him all the time because I love him. But okay, so can't tell you, but you do see that actual serape or whatever it is, poncho in the other films. So you kind of think, if you're really thinking, you might say this happened before, right? So I don't know the answer to that, Joel, but it's intriguing. Isn't it fun? I am so sorry if my Lucia Ball post offended you or anyone. It's not Jacob. There you go again. You're in touch with your feminine side. Do you know one of the things that women do that they really shouldn't is apologize too much? So don't apologize too much. You're with friends here. No. I get it. I understand it. And you're entitled to your opinion. Why? Because we live in America. All right? So I just ask you don't be political here because people are very dogmatic about religion and politics. And I like to keep it upbeat on the public channel. I mean, you got plenty of channels you can go to get into that political magma, don't you? So here I just say, don't say it here because you're not going to win. You'll start an argument, people will get upset and cranky, and there's no reason to get upset and cranky because you're both entitled to your opinion, yes? So that's why I say that. But other than that, Jacob, you go for it, honey. We love you. All right? Okay, guys, away I go. I've given you an hour. I feel better because you guys have gotten an hour. But I'm going to go rest and continue to get better. You guys have a lovely week. We're sitting here in that Days Have Names phase again. I was about to tell you to have a lovely weekend. I think I told the tribe to have a lovely weekend. And there is no weekend. We've just got out of the weekend. Why does every day end in Y? But anyway, so I'm going to rest because the days have blurred together like watercolors. I'm a very, very, I'm starting to feel it. And Diane is right. You got to just go slow and do what you can and then rest a little bit and then get up and do a little more. Because laying down for the whole time of COVID is not a good idea. That's when COVID can really get you and take you towards the bad side. So get up, move around, even if it's just walking around your house or apartment, get some water and get well. Okay. I love you bunches. Be good, be well. Thank you, says Jacob. You're a true angel on earth. I love you guys. Okay. Here it comes. Do something nice for someone else. It'll make you feel a whole lot better. It doesn't mean you have to spend money. Just be kind when you see others are being snarky, right? Be sweet, be kind, be human. All right? I know you are. You guys are great. You rock the house. You rock the house. Jacob, you're punking me now. Love you guys a lot. Be well, be safe. And thank you, Linda. And you guys have a lovely, lovely week. And we'll see you Friday, okay? Hugs and kisses, guys. Talk soon.